Welcome to In My Own Words, a Nathan Williams production. I'm your host, Nathan Williams, and this is episode 4. What's going on? Why did I wait a whole 2 or 3 weeks or however long it's been to upload? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like Eli Apple, I'm getting cooked. I'm burnt out. I'm tired. I'm so damn tired. These days, it's really hard to come home from work and set up my camera and the lights and all that and record a 20 to 30 minute episode. I'm burnt out. I'm getting cooked. All right. Last week, I pretty much lost all motivation to do anything, really. I mean, other than go to work, put on clothes. If you remember from the last episode, I was trying to put the YouTube channel together because a lot of you really want to see my face for some reason. Like y'all listening to the podcast, eating dinner and lunch and shit, and want to see me. You want to see the headband. You want to see all the things going on. But no, seriously, when I was having YouTube issues, when I uploaded to YouTube, I did not upload in the order of the episodes as I made them. So like episode 1, 2, 3, sequential, whatever. I didn't think that would make a difference. I mean, I figured YouTube was advanced enough to where you could set up a series or something and be good off of that, but clearly not. I didn't realize it made a difference, but it did. And then I uploaded one of the episodes. I want to say it was episode 2, has no audio at all. Good thing when I do publish the episodes, I publish the podcast first on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, before I do the YouTube ones. And the only reason why I did that is because that's what I'm used to and that's what I've always done. Yeah, it made a difference. So I had to re-upload episode 2 and episode 3, and that took a lot out of me. Like, I'll explain. I had exporting issues because I had to go back and export the entire file. Then I realized that YouTube cut 3 minutes off of episode 2, so I had to go get the whole file. I couldn't find the finished product, so I had to export it again. It took 4 hours. Literally just ate my whole weekend. It just took my whole weekend away. It wasn't thrilling. The software that I used to edit is Premiere for videos, and YouTube, and they pretty much had me in a chokehold the whole week. So it wasn't thrilling at all. But as of right now, as I'm recording this, the YouTube channel is okay. It's good. It's set up. Everything is good. Everything is in a bio or links, so I won't have to say it in the episode. I'm trying to get more content in a shorter form, so like snippets of the podcast, posted on TikTok, Instagram Reels, all that crap. I'm trying to get that done by the end of the month, so I'm trying to invest a lot of time into that as well. And I gotta find the best clips. There should be plenty in this episode to start off with as I'm editing, but we'll see. Obviously, away from In My Own Words, that's not the only thing I have going on right now. This week, I kind of accepted the fact that I will be short of my goals. I gave in to my anger and sadness and decided to stop myself from essentially trying. I like to kind of put 100% into what I do, no matter what it is, and lately it's been hard for me to even try to do that because of things that I have going on. I've been reflecting on missed opportunities and not having an appetite for anything. Like, literally, I'm scaring the household on saying that I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat anything. I've just been, I don't know. I just find myself being lost lately. I've been applying to media jobs the last few weeks. I want to be a journalist. This shocks no one if you know really who I am. I have the voice of someone in media regardless on the medium, whatever format, radio, television, digital, who cares? And the passion and the persistence of a person wanting to tell stories. I shouldn't have to wait this long though, right? I mean, that's pretty much what's been the case. I've had to wait. The longer I wait, the more the self-doubt makes its waves. It becomes a high tide, and it's swallowing the shores of the peaceful beach that I have. I like to describe my peace beach, not Galveston, but I like to describe it as Peach Beach from Mario Kart. Mario Kart, one on the GameCube. That's the one I like to describe it as, or from the Wii. I can't remember, but Peach Beach. Y'all should know what that is. You nerds out there. It's been pretty rough. So I go on Instagram this week. A journalist just left the industry. Don't know why. Friends getting hitched. Another friend's getting a job at the industry they wanted to go to. I get LinkedIn emails every damn day. My inbox is full of it. Tired of it. I'm stuck waiting for responses from applications that I put in. Waiting for an interview, a second interview, or whatever the case is. Work is hard. Got people leaving, going to chase their dreams, or whatever the case is. I'm just tired. You see things happening with other people. Comparison is a thief of joy. I've said it on here before, but damn, just damn. Another, to quote a famous person, we are dying from overthinking. We are slowly killing ourselves by thinking about everything. That is Sir Anthony Hopkins for you. So your quote of the day, your quote of the week, whatever you want to call it. Another truth that I'm okay with revealing, this script that I'm following along with was written on Valentine's Day. But that was after I deleted some social media apps from my phone, as I do. This is not me freaking out or anything. I do this annually. I always do this. I've always done this as middle school. I've always deleted the apps on February 14th because algorithm sucks. It just sucks. Y'all have heard this rant before. Let's not go back into it. I definitely have more motivation to do it this year, though. Let's just be real. I had more motivation. There's a lot of people going on. And by the way, I wasn't gonna say this at first because it's not on the script, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you post your Valentine's Day bullshit the day after Valentine's Day, you're just a jackass. I'm just gonna say that. Literally, people be taking the whole day off to avoid the Valentine's Day bullshit. Be calling out of work. And what was beneficial this year was that it was the day after the Super Bowl. So you really could do it. You could say that you got food poisoning or whatever the case, whatever people be saying from whenever they be trying to get out of work. But if you post on February 15th or beyond that, your Valentine is not your anniversary, you're just a jackass. I mean, that's just, you a jackass. You a jackass, bro. Sorry. I think my mom actually put that she thought about that yesterday. I'll be thinking stuff and she be saying it. She say what I think because I can't say it, but I said it today. She literally said that she's people be writing these long ass paragraphs and all this and they'll be fighting tomorrow. Hey, I actually made that conclusion. I can't believe I'm going on Valentine's Day spiel. I actually made that conclusion at work. On Valentine's Day, I was talking to a coworker, and he was like, "Yeah, this is the fakest day on the fucking out of the whole year." And yes, it is the fakest day. This shit hasn't hit since elementary school. I actually said that yesterday, I said that yesterday when I was talking to people. So yeah, that's just what it is. But no, back to what the actual topic is. This is not a Valentine's Day roast, but I guess it was just now. I feel like as I self-reflect again, get back in my zone, I am destroying myself from the inside out. And I don't know, I have thoughts that just kind of pop in my mind. My own standards are high. They've always been high. Whatever organization I've ever been part of, it was high standards, pushing and doing your best and all this, But I'm working for myself right now. My standards are high. My standards are so sky high, man. Beyond the moon, the stars, the damn next solar system, all this. My standards are high. And my ability to meet them when I have no motivation is harder every day. When I'm burnt out, when I'm tired, when I don't want to just do anything. I'm responsible for the damage towards my mental health. Not just the things that are out of my control, like people leaving or people posting after Valentine's Day. You assholes. You assholes. No, just yeah. I'm responsible for some of that, and that's kind of what this is. I wanted to share because I was thinking about it. I wanted this episode to be the mental health episode because I wanted to see what resources were available to people, and I wanted to share that. When I was at SAM, when I was on the radio, I would share a lot of things. When I was doing the show by myself, I would talk about the topics that were going on. Obviously, I don't do that with the podcast because depending on when you listen to it, it's probably old news already. But I wanted to share some resources and stuff that I found and I took time to research, for people who need it, because maybe you don't need it now in February, but you might need it in April. A lot of you college students are going to end up taking finals and all that. You're going to be gassed. The professors are going to try to bury your ass in assignments because that's what they do, and they won't admit it, but that's what they do. You're going to want that, or maybe your job is probably having you make a hard decision. You're going to want resources so that way you can, kind of just recover fast. So I got a few, but I'll say it. I've said it once or twice in the first few episodes. This generation, Gen Z, does a good job understanding what they will and refuse to do. And a lot of people gave me flack on that. Let's just look at it, bro. We can decide whenever we want to leave our jobs and go through with that. We're not going to say, man, forget this job, man, and stay there for like 3 more weeks. No, we will literally look at the manager in his eyes and be like, bye, throw up the deuces and we're gone. We out of here. We go get another job, especially right now. Seems like everybody hiring, but they not hiring at the same time. I was about to flame one of your favorite grocery stores because them the ones. They be the ones. That should be enough of a hint. But no, my point is, drawing a line in the sand and saying what they won't cross, choosing to take the L's, choosing what L's to take, not doing a certain assignment and saying, well, shit, it's only worth like 30% of the grade anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Or 10%, 30%, 50%, whatever. Do we know, you got to ask yourself, do we know how to take care of ourselves, though? How do we stop the overthinking? We're great at addressing mental health more commonly, but do we know how to help ourselves? And do we also have the resources and the tools we need for success? Oh, God. I'm sorry. I had a flashback just now to high school with the phrase, the tools we need. I'm cringing. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Hold on. Okay. You got to give me a minute because that was kind of bad. I had a flashback mid recording. All right. Good little recovery. Look, I can tell you what I'll do. I can tell you what I've done. I've stopped. I make a hard restart. And for you computer nerds, you IT nerds, yes, I'm telling you literally to unplug and put back in the socket after 30 seconds. Okay, we've been told that this works for all electronics, and it's one good way in ourselves, that mindset, that idea, the ideology, to find peace and restore balance within ourselves, giving some stability. I can tell you right now, it works, but is it long term? No, it's not. Nah. And I like to talk about the topics that I'm thinking about doing with friends and family. And I went ahead and I asked around, this week, how do they protect their mental health, or how do they improve it? Here are a few ways that they do, between those gaps. Talking about the feelings. That one is probably the biggest one for me, because I used to be a person who wouldn't talk. I would be the listener. I really, because there was really no ear to shoulder to lean on, an ear to lend, all that. And it's still almost sometimes I almost feel like that's still the case, but I know I'm going to get flagged for this. I know that that's not the case. Look, look, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can look to my right and see all the people who are on this picture, and even though some people, and this is a direct message, and this is also not in the script, so I'm looking dead ass at the camera when I say this. You can leave a person on scene if you want to, but the reality is, if that shit was flipped, it would not happen to you. I'm putting that in there. That is making the final cut, by the way. But you have to be a lending ear for damn sure. That gets to my next point. So like I said, talking about your feelings, being that lending ear, you don't know what other people got going on. You have no idea. You have no idea what other people got going on. So, patience is definitely a virtue as well. Taking a break, as I did with this podcast. Not intentional, though. That was not intentional. It just kind of happened. My bad. Changing their diet, keeping active. I'm wearing this headband right now because I just gave Lena a walk. Her birthday was this week. I figured she earned that, especially after having the whipped cream the other night. And asking for help when they need it. A lot of people come to me for advice, even in things that I don't even mess with, don't bother touching at all. And yet, I'm still giving that advice because it's good to look at things from a different perspective. Something else I did when I was a student at Lone Star, and even when I carried it over to Sam Houston, I had this app on my phone. It's called Shine. It's sort of like daily motivational quotes and situations. Like it gave me advice on problems that I might be having this week, or problems that I've had that I wish I had a better solution. It gives you the solution to those problems and allows you to change your perspective on the world. It allowed me to do a check-in poll every day. Like, you would wake up in the morning, probably eat some cereal. I'd be on my phone doing the little checks and all that. How you feeling? You feeling great? You feeling You feeling bad? It lets you talk about it, and add it to like a little forum and all that. You can read other people's stuff, motivate yourself to start the day. This app literally had breathing exercises. Those were my favorite. I enjoyed the breathing exercises because I would always use them before I had to go take a test. I was always a nervous test taker. So I would go in there, sit at the computer, put my headphones in, do little breathing exercises, be freaking out everybody that was sitting around me. But it helped. It was that app. I haven't used it in about a year. I felt like I haven't needed it. Again, once again, this is me accepting my role and where I am in life right now. I felt like I haven't needed it, but it was always my lifeline. And this podcast episode is not sponsored, but I am throwing my recommendation out there to Shine. Go ahead, check it out, and let me know what you think of it. Might jump back in it. Who knows? Things are kind of weird right now. I also like to keep certain numbers in my phone just in case things get really bad for me or for emergency use, someone close to me, someone who I care about. So here's a few of them. I have in my phone right now. I'm going to pull up my phone. I have a few. I have the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. They have a national helpline. It's what they are. Basically, they're a treatment, referral, and information service. They're available to those who are facing mental and or substance use disorders. So I give you the number right quick as I have it here. It is 1-800-662-HELP or 1-800-662-4357. I'm going to probably link it down in the YouTube description, and I'm probably going to link it, more than likely going to link it in the description of the podcast itself, because it's an important number to have. They'll lead you to resources locally or nationally, people you can talk to and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of crazy shit happening right now. Okay. There's been a lot of crazy shit happening right now. It's still good to have those resources at hand. A number that I've had in my phone for a while, I want to say since like high school, was the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. I've always had it, never had to call it for any of my friends, but I've always had it in case. Because again, we have a lot going on, and I want to be able to help the people who need it, whether it's me or Mason or anybody else that's close to me. It's always good to have that number. I have it saved to my favorites, for emergency use. I can give you the number right quick. It's 1-800-273-8255. I'll repeat it and probably put it on the screen. 1-800-273-8255. I hope to never need it. I hope to never have to make that call, but I will keep them in my phone in case I do. And I definitely recommend you do the same. So we're reaching the end here. This is a shorter episode because Nathan's actually consistent. Trying to be more consistent about timing. When this episode goes live, and it is live as you're listening to it right now, I will do an Instagram question, a Spotify question, going to be the same question, and I expect YouTube comments as well, asking for more resources and things to do to improve your mental health. This topic is important. I'm taking time to do research and talk about where I am with my mental health. It's an important topic. I want to get it on here because of the sensitivity of it. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. I didn't want to wait until May to post this. Matter of fact, now that I'm thinking about it, last year I did a mental health story that never made air. I'm sorry, it did make air under some circumstances, some bickering and crying, but I ended up doing a mental health study or mental health conversation. I had a conversation with somebody who worked at SAM, and I may, if I have time, may link this or post that story that I did last year on my socials. But it was one of the stories that I did. It was probably one of my favorite stories that I did because we had something going on at SAM at the time. But no, I want to say, and I'm going to close with this, as I've wanted to do with this project, I want to improve myself as a speaker, you as a listener, and I hope that we can grow together from experiences told in my own words. I'm looking forward to continuing here. I'm not going away. Just need time. Just need to be consistent. And I hope that I can post for y'all next week. So, I'm Nathan Williams, and this is In My Words.